Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome to a special day. We have His Grace Arjun Sakha Prabhu with us. Prabhu has been so nice to us. He's been here. He came on Monday, and we've been hearing from him on the topic of Kartika, the sacred month of Sri Radha. Today is part 5. Last 4 parts were so amazing, so nectarian with all the pastimes. We are going to hear the 5th part today. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for coming to Austin and giving us your association. With that, let us welcome Prabhu by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra one time.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Tuyamini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Everyone, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Purna Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And again, everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Gurudev ki Jai Gaura Premanande. Hare Krishna. Thank you for once again being here. This is our last discussion in this series of classes that we have been doing about Srimati Radharani. And of course, we will have the Sunday feast tomorrow, but it will not be part of the continuation. This is the fifth and the final class. We started on Monday by glorifying the month of Kartika. The three different names Kartik goes by, and what are some of the do's and don'ts that we can do this month. As if we did that a long time back. So many days are gone by. And then did the three different forms of Srimati Radharani. We continued with the Gopi Geet on the night of Sharad Purnima or Sharadiya Ras Purnima. And we also sung the Gopi Geet. It was by popular demand. The audience wanted it, that's why we chanted it. And then of course yesterday we discussed about this ability to control Krishna. Pritya Vashyakam, Swadhina Bhatrika, this mode of Radharani where she controls Krishna. And we also explained as to how it was almost like the first demonstration of Krishna's appearance or Mahaprabhu's appearance in the pastimes of Krishna. And we mentioned that all of this is found in the book and the heart of Srila Guru Maharaj. The embankment of separation. This to today's program is a Saturday, which is the last of the series. Fortunately, unfortunately, we will be discussing about Srimati Radharani. And there's so many things that we can speak about Srimati Radharani. Just like for Krishna, it said Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. Hari is Ananta, Hari is unlimited, Hari Katha Ananta. The pastimes about the Supreme Lord are also Ananta, unending. Hari Shabde, Mukhya Artha, Sarva Amangala Hare, Prem Diye Hare Man. This word Hari, in Shastras it is explained that it has two meanings. Sarva Amangala Hare, Prem Diye Hare Man. The Supreme Lord is Krishna as Hari. Sarva Amangala Hare. Whatever is there inauspicious in our life, rest assured the Supreme Lord will take that away, sooner or later. Because He is very good in stealing, including our inauspiciousness. And as He steals the inauspiciousness away, Prem Diye Hare Man. This word Hari has two meanings. The external understanding He steals, but the more deeper understanding is He is that Hari who first steals our inauspiciousness and then steals our heart and gives prema. Sarva Amanga Hare Prem Diya Hare. So that's Hari. Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. So if Hari is Ananta and Hari's Katha is Ananta, what to speak of Srimati Radharani who is superior to Krishna? I'm glad. Even before we started the class, we have a sponsor. You remember the role? You were there earlier?
Yes.
So do you know the rule when the phone rings, what happens? Do you want us to tell you? It's a scary rule. Who wants to volunteer?
He's my husband and we
So
already
you know.
we have the kathas. We have the whole set.
You can sponsor it for us. We all have sets here. This is for sponsoring Mataji. So you know the rule. Where is our Prabhu? Who is the who distributed Prabhu? He went for book distribution. And his name also. So 2 sets done.
Goal complete. Goal is gone.
Maybe 3 round 4. It's good to aim high, right? So where will we? We are talking about Srimati Radharani. So if Hari is Ananta and the Katha is Ananta, what to speak of Srimati Radharani who is superior to even Shri Krishna? Srimati Prabhu would say, if you see Krishna, you will faint. We're talking about seeing Krishna this way. Sitting and seeing Krishna like this. It's a far-fetched reality. Of course, our Acharyas explain that in Kali Yuga it's a little difficult to see Krishna face to face. And I was, believe me or not, even sitting in Seattle, I do follow the speakers who come here. And I saw that His Grace Hare Krishna Prabhu was there earlier this year. And he did a class on Darshan of Damodar. And there he gave Shastrik Praman as to how it is difficult or practically impossible to see Krishna. So you know the Tattva Siddhanta, right? So seeing Krishna is very difficult. But having said that, it is not a generic statement. There may be handful, Manushyanam Sahesreshu Kaschit Yatate Siddhe. There may be handful or very, very few who are so spiritually exalted and elevated that they may see Krishna. The Srimad Prabhu would make this point. If you see Krishna, you will faint. But if you see my Radharani, you will die. We are talking about seeing. You see, if you see Krishna, you will faint. That itself is a big thing. Right? We also see Radha Krishna and we see Gaur-Nitai. When was the last time we fainted? We may be faint with a sunstroke, especially Texas. That's our fainting. Prabhu would say, if you see Krishna, you will faint. If you see my Radha, he doesn't say my for Krishna. He says my for Radharani. He says, if you see my Radharani, you will die. The body will not be able to take it. 440 volt jhatka. There are so many things we can speak about Srimati Radharani, and in our today's discussion also, we will take shelter of Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj again. Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj has gifted this world so many jewels, and in one of his works, he very beautifully explains a particular garland that Krishna wears that is made by Srimati Radharani. So that is our theme of discussion. A garland that Radharani has made but Krishna loves very much. Does it sound interesting? No? Yes? If it's yes, let it be loud enough so that the speaker knows that the audience is interested. Yes?
Yes.
What's the way of saying yes in our ISKCON temple?
Haribo.
Audience needs hint. Till the time we don't get hint, answer doesn't come out. So it sounds interesting, sounds like a plan?
Haribo.
Thank you. Srimad Bhagavatam explains, please kindly repeat. Tadeva ramyam ruchiram navam navam Tadeva shashvat manaso mahotsavam Tadeva shokarnava shoshanam nrinam Yad uttama shloka Yashonu giyate. Comes from the 12th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Shukadev Goswami very beautifully speaks about the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. And not just the glories of Bhagavatam, but it is glories of hearing about the Supreme Lord. Tadaiva ramyam ruchiram navam navam. three adjectives are used to glorify Harikatha. Tadaiva Ramyam. This Harikatha that is there, it is Ramyam. It is very attractive. And it is indeed attractive, and that's the reason we've all come here. Right? Hearing about Krishna is attractive. Yes, sometimes we may feel sleepy, but it is still attractive. If it wasn't attractive, we would not be practicing this path. The first quality of Harikatha is that the first class that we had, in that class also we discussed three qualities of Harikatha. Brahman, Krishna, Katha, Punya. Right? And likewise here Shukadev Goswami gives two qualities. He says first, Tadaiva Ramyam. The pastimes of the Supreme Lord are attractive. Very attractive to the eyes, very attractive to the ears, very attractive to the intellect. Second, Ruchiram. It's very tasty. The pastimes of the Lord are very tasty. How do we define tasty, or how do we define taste when we have had something and the desire to have it again is still there? Gulab Jamun is tasty? Yes. This one answer you will get even from children. Pizza is tasty? Yes. What else is tasty? Pasta. So how do we define taste? When we like it and we are in for another shot. We are ready to have it again. So how do you define Harikatha is tasty? Well, we were there on Monday, we were there on Tuesday, we came back on Thursday, we came back on Friday, we are back on Saturday. Isn't it tasty? It is tasty. Otherwise we wouldn't be back. Tadaiva Ramyam is attractive. Ruchiram, it is sweet, palatable, very tasty. And Navam Navam, it is always fresh. The pastimes of Krishna are ever fresh. And how do we understand this ever fresh? We mentioned it earlier also. It is the same pastimes of Krishna that we keep hearing. Putana, Agasur, Bakasur, Shakatasur, Trunavarta, Keshi, Damodar, Leela. It's the same pastime, but every time we hear it, there is an impetus to hear it again. Every Kartik, it's the same Radha Damodar. It's the same Yashoda Maya, it's the same Damodar, it's the same binding pastime. Full storyline is fixed. Match fixing is done earlier itself. But still we want to hear. Next Kartik also, from now itself we know. The same deity will be there, same story will be there. Everything is pre-planned. But still, there is a desire to keep hearing it again and again and again. Why? Because Krishna's pastimes are ever fresh. We have to go this. If I give you a Times of India paper article of the year 2000, will it attract us? Why? It was reality at one point, but now after 25 years, why it is not attractive? Because there is nothing about it. Things have changed. And as reality has changed, now the Times of India doesn't make any sense. But for Krishna, what Shukadev Goswami spoke thousands of years back, and what are the pastimes that Krishna performed 5,000 years back, they are still relevant now, and they will still be relevant till the end of Kali, and they will still be relevant in Satya, Treta, Dwapara and Kali. And because they are eternally being performed, Krishna's pastimes are not static. They are not limited to the pages of Bhagavatam. They are dynamic. Which means the Damodar Leela that we read in Bhagavatam, the Supreme Lord can perform the same pastime even in the heart. It's like a CCTV camera. What's the purpose of CCTV camera? When you are not there around, you are able to capture what happened in your absence. Bhagavatam is like that CCTV camera that helps us see those pastimes where we were physically not present 5,000 years back. But by the power of Harikatha, we get that lens through which now we see that same pastime. Navam Navam. Krishna's pastimes are fresh and they're eternally happening.
What is the third quality?
Navam Navam. Krishna's pastimes are ever fresh. Tadaiva Shashvat Manaso Mahotsavam. And then Shukadev Goswami says Krishna's pastime, they have one more quality. Shashvat Manaso Mahotsavam. Shashvat means eternal. Mana means mind. Utsavam means festival. Krishna's pastimes are eternally a festival for the mind. He says, these pastimes of Krishna eternally, they are a festival for the mind, festival for the heart, festival for the body. And indeed we find everything and anything about Krishna is like a festival. Whether it's the first day of Kartika, which is Sharad Purnima, or as the days go by, you have Bahulashtami, you have the appearance of Girirajji. On 21st, you have the appearance of Srila Narottama Das Thakur. On 17th was also the disappearance of Murari Gupta, Mahaprabhu's associate. Every single day is a festival. Srila Prabhupada would say, in devotional life or in the spiritual world, every step is a dance and every day is a festival. In the spiritual world, every word is a song, every step is a dance, and every day is a festival. Prabhupada would say. And indeed, every day is a festival, right? In our Gaudiya calendar also, if you see, on day 3, we celebrate Trayodashi, or we celebrate Trayodashi comes later. We have Ganesh Chaturthi, day 4. Akshay Tritiya is 3. Ganesh Chaturthi 4. How about Panchami? What? Vasanta Panchami. Day 5 is Vasanta Panchami. I was at one place in one of the congregations and I was saying this, how every day is a festival. And I said, what is there on day 5? And one devotee put his hand up and said, Prabhuji, Nag Panchami. He said, yes, but that's not a Gaudiya festival. With full confidence he said, Nag Panchami. So Vasanta Panchami. Yes, Nag Panchami is also a festival, but in our understanding, Vasanta Panchami. Day 6, Shashti. What do we celebrate on Shashti? Lalita Shashti, yes. Saptami. Advaita Saptami. Ashtami. हाँ ये पता होना चाहिए अष्टमी. Radha Ashtami. Janma Ashtami. Any other Ashtami? I just said an Ashtami. Bahula Ashtami. तो हिंट देगा आंसर आता है. Navami.
Ram Navami.
Sri Ram's concert? So say it confidently. Ram's concert is Sita Day. So Ram Navami में Sita Navami. सब डर के बोल रहे हैं. Ram has only one wife. एक पत्नी वाला. Krishna means we have to think. Ram has made our job easy. Dashami. Vijaya Dashami, yes. Now we are making the mind think. Otherwise I am speaking. Now let it come from the audience. No grains. Oftentimes we see Ekadashi, we follow, but we are very interested not in the Ekadashi, but we are very interested on the Paran time. Next day, Prabhu, what is the Paran time? What time we can break fast? I have seen in some houses, many houses, from the previous evening itself, the Mataji would be cooking. She would say, next day morning, what do you want in Paran? And everyone wants like exotic, like aloo paratha. So before Ekadashi is ended, we have started baking it. Ghar ki kahani. So that was day 11. Day 12, Dwadashi. Vaman Dwadashi, wonderful bro. Vaman Dwadashi. Oftentimes Dwadashi means breaking fast. That is our Dwadashi. So Vaman Dwadashi. Day 13, Trayodashi. Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Day 14, Chaturdashi. Sima Chaturdashi. Day 15, Purnima. Gaura Purnima. Bhadra Purnima. Bhadra Purnima, yes. Once Purnima, Sharad Purnima, Gaura Purnima, yes. Day 16? Nothing. Again, now it's day 1. So it's 1 to 15, right, sir? So, Shukadev Goswami says every day is a festival when they're hearing about Krishna. Tadaiva Shokarana Shoshanam Dranam. This hearing of Hari Katha, it dries up the ocean of material existence. Uttama Shloka Yashonu Giyate. That personality who eternally chants their glories of Uttam Shloka Shri Krishna. Existence dries for the eternal festival of the mind. For him, the Hari Katha is Ramyam, Ruchiram, and it is always Navam Navam. So many qualities of Hari Katha. And in fact, we find in every canto, Srila Shukadev Goswami glorifies Srimad Bhagavatam and brings about the importance of hearing Shastra. Human life is meant for this, to hear about Krishna as much as possible. One time, I was in his room, and Srila Prabhupada was planning to give initiations. And as Srila Prabhupada was planning to give initiations, the disciples brought a list of the devotees who want to get initiated. And there were all the material names, pre-initiated names. And Prabhupada had a big list, and Prabhupada was saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And everything was Blake or John and Peter and things like that. And suddenly one name, Swami Atmananda. Prabhupada said, Swami? Sannyasi? If he's already sannyasi, why is he coming to me for Diksha? So they said, no, Prabhupada, he has given self-initiation. Prabhupada said, that also direct sannyas. So Prabhupada closed his eyes, and then Prabhupada wrote a name, and he said, Atma Tattva. Atma Tattva Das, he wrote. Now it was a day of initiation, and Prabhupada was calling one devotee after another, and this devotee came, and they read Swami Atmananda, and he came. And Prabhupada looked at him, and Prabhupada said, so, what are the 4 regulative principles? And Prabhupada asked in Hindi to this devotee, 4 niyam kya hai? So he started saying, Prabhupada, hum madira pan nahi karenge, which means I will not drink alcohol. And he said the first line, and Prabhupada said, didn't you brush your teeth? Kya aap daag ghase nahi aaye? So he said, Prabhupada, I have an oral infection, so I am not able to brush. So Prabhupada, he said, when he heard that, Prabhupada said, okay, don't say the other 3 regulative principles. Without that itself, I will give you the beads and me. He just said 1 regulative principle. And Prabhupada gave the name Atma Tattva Das. That evening, Prabhupada was giving Bhagavad Gita class. And this devotee, Atma Tattva Prabhu, was fanning Prabhupada. Prabhupada was speaking, so, human life is very important. And if human life is not utilized to hear about Krishna, then the human life is like an infection. And this devotee was thinking, Prabhupada has so many disciples out of nowhere. He remembers this, he picks this, and he remembers to quote it in a class looking at me. At this point, that human life, if not used for hearing about Krishna, it's like an infection. And that infection needs to be cured very fast. If it spreads, it's dangerous. So the Shastra explains that hearing about Krishna is the prime goal, the prime necessity of human existence. In the land of Sri Vrindavan Dham, one time, our Krishna was very small. And as Krishna was very small, Nanda Maharaj, he decided to go to Prayagraj. And Krishna was very small. One day he got up and saw Mother Yashoda is making different things to eat, like fried things that don't get spoiled, which Nanda Maharaj can carry. And Krishna saw this, that early in the morning, Mother Yashoda is doing all this. So Krishna came there and started pulling the sari of Mother Yashoda, saying, Maya, what are you doing? And Mother Yashoda said, Krishna, none of your business. Only Mother Yashoda can talk like this to Krishna. We cannot even think. Our business, first of all, is collapsed. Now if you go to Krishna and say, my dear Krishna, you mind your own business, that's the end of our business. So Mother Yashoda said, Krishna, you mind your own business, go, ja, you play. And Krishna said, no, you please tell me. Why are you preparing this and why are you making it so early in the morning? And Mother Yashoda said, Krishna, why are you pestering so much? Sometimes small kids, they are behind you to the but you have to tell them. Mother Yashoda said, Krishna, this is for Nanda Maharaj. This is for your Baba, this is for your father. And Krishna said, my father? Why? Is he going somewhere? And Mother Yashoda said, yeah, he is going to Prayag. He's going to Prayagraj. Prayag is a holy place and your father, Nanda Baba, is going there. Krishna said, Prayag, why? Why not be here? Why not take me? I also want to go. Yashoda said, Krishna, you're small. When you grow up, you can go. Krishna was behind Mother Yashoda, he was pestering. Nanda Maharaj, every day in the morning, would take Krishna and Balaram on his shoulders. One side would be Krishna, one side would be Balaram. And he would take both these transcendental brothers for a bath. And that Sarovar was called Nanda Sarovar. And one day, as Nanda Maharaj went to take a bath in the morning, early in the morning, in fact, the day he was about to leave for Prayag, went to Nanda to take a bath. He saw a very regal, old, ugly man who was taking bath in this lake. And Nanda Maharaj said, who are you? I am the king and I have never seen you. Who are you? And this old man said, Baba, didn't you recognize me? He said, no, I didn't recognize you. Who are you? This old man said, I am Prayag. Baba said, what? Yeah, I came to you. Right? Instead of we going to holy place, if the holy place is coming here, no more flight tickets. Free. Narottam Das Thakur says, sadhus are like that. Gangara parasha hoile paschate pavan darshane pavitra karo ei tumhara gun. Narottam Das Thakur says, to get purified, we have to go to Ganga. Ganga doesn't come here. We have to go to Mayapur. But he says, sadhus are more kind. Even though we don't go, sadhus come in our life and bless us. Purifying the river Ganga. Gangara parasha hoile paschate pavan darshane pavitra karo ai tumhara gun. Oh sadhu, your gun, your quality is just by looking at you and just by you looking at me, I get the same benefit of bathing in Ganga. This old man said, I am Prayagraj. And Nanda Baba was scratching his head thinking, Prayag, what's happening? Did I just get transported overnight to Prayag? Because wherever Krishna is there, such things happen. Overnight Krishna transferred all the Mathura Vasis and brought them to Dwarka. Overnight, Bluetooth transfer. Overnight, in dream, they got transferred. Imagine you sleep in Austin, get up in Seattle. I will not give the other way example. I will not say sleeping in Seattle and getting up in Austin. Sleeping in Austin, getting up in Seattle. It's a different thing, right? Which doesn't happen often. And Nanda Maharaj was thinking, what is Prayagraj doing here? Okay, nonetheless, he went to the other side, and there was a lady who was taking. You didn't recognize me? No, I didn't recognize you. King, I know I am the king, I didn't recognize you. Who are you? I am Ganga. Ganga? Ganga Devi. I am coming here. And then next to Ganga there was another lady. I am Narmada. Kaveri. Saraswati. Big list. Everyone was standing. Nanda Maharaj said, what is happening? From when did all these people come to Vrindavan Dham? I have been here, the king, for such a long time. I have never seen any one of you. And why are you even here? And these personalities, and so many others, they said, Baba, everyone comes to Prayag and everyone comes to us to get themselves purified, but where will we go? We come to the land of Vrindavan so that we can be purified. Everyone comes to us. Prayag is saying, everyone comes to me to get purified. Where will I go? हम कहाँ जाए शुद्धता प्राप्त करने के लिए? We come to Vrindavan. How wonderful! This land of Vrindavan has everything. It's not a sectarian point. It's not fanaticism. It is real pragmatism. Is just speaking about Vrindavan. Vrindavan has everything. Oftentimes we think of going to multiple places. But that same benefit is there in Sri Vrindavan Dham. And there are so many examples to illustrate this. Srila Rupa Goswami in Upadeshamrita he makes the same point. Tishthan Brajetat Anuragi Jananugami Kalam Nayad Akhiram Iti Upadesha Saram. Of the 11 instructions that Rupa Goswami gives, he says the essence of all of them. Tishthan Brajetat Anuragi Jananugami. Tishthan Braje. Go to Vrindavan Dham. Tad Anuragi. Footsteps of those who are Anuragi. Those who have deep love for Krishna. Kalam Nayad Akhilam Iti Upadesha Saram. He says this is the Saram, this is the essence of all instructions. Go to Vrindavan. Prabodhananda Saraswati says it more emphatically. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati says go to Vrindavan and never return. One-way ticket. And he uses a few adjectives before also. Because we are being recorded, I don't want to say it. But he says it very strongly. He says go to Vrindavan and never return. So going to Vrindavan, one, but because of different reasons, not everyone will be able to go to Vrindavan and stay there permanently. But mentally going to Vrindavan is always possible. No one stops us from that. Sitting here in Austin, Texas, we can think about Vrindavan, and yes, we will be in Vrindavan. And it's free. That's a big thing. In Kali Yuga, if anything is free, there will be 1,000 takers for it. Why not take this? Because this is free. Closing our eyes, we can think now we are Krishna Balaram Mandir. We come out, we take a left, we go straight, we see Radha of Jamuna, there we have Imlita, we have Kogan. We go straight, we have Chiri Ghat. Sitting here, we can do Mansik Vrindavan Parikrama, and dear devotees, we will get the same benefit. We will get the same benefit. And this is free, and we can do it every single day. I met one devotee from ISKCON Columbus. He's part of the temple council. He's like the temple president there. And we were talking, and he said, Prabhuji, the last time I went to Vrindavan was 2004. I said, Prabhuji, 20 years you have not been to Vrindavan? He said, Prabhuji, 2004 when I went, in the Yatra of Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj. He is Maharaj's disciple. And at that time he asked Maharaj that, Maharaj, what if I am not able to come to Vrindavan again? Due to whatever reason, what if I am not able to come to Vrindavan again? What should I do? And Maharaj told him something very interesting. Maharaj said, and he told this as it is, I am Radha and Krishna Sakshi. I am just repeating. He said, Maharaj told him that every day in the morning, before you start your day, close your eyes for 10 minutes and mentally think of all the pastime places that I took you. In that pastime place. Every day 10 minutes reflect on all of that. Think you are sitting on the banks of Yamuna. Think you have gone to Imlitala. Think you are in Krishna Balaram Mandir, our ISKCON temple. Think you are in Radha Raman. Think you have gone to Banki Bihari. Think you have gone to Gokulanand Mandir. Think you have gone to Govinda and Gopinath. Think you have gone to Madan Mohan. Close your eyes and mentally think about those places. Maharaj said 10 minutes if you do this every single day, it is not different from going to Vrindavan every single day. It's not an instruction just for one disciple. It's an instruction for every practitioner. And it's only 10 minutes. And then he said, Prabhuji, I was very impressed when he said this. He said, Prabhuji, since that day, not a day has gone by when I have not followed that instruction of Maharaj. Last 20 years, every single day, I sit for 10 minutes and I think. And I am convinced if Shri Guru has told me this, I am convinced I am Shri Vrindavan. So many of our acharyas, how about Srila Prabhupada, how attached Prabhupada was to Vrindavan. As Prabhupada was in Vrindavan. For the next 6 years, from 59 to 1965, Prabhupada was in Vrindavan. When Prabhupada came to America, Prabhupada just had one book, one pen, one set of clothes, but Srila Prabhupada got with him 4 Govardhan Shilas to America. No one in history would have ever imagined getting Govardhan to America. Govardhan itself for the first time would have been transported so far. Prabhupada got four Govardhan Shilas with him when he landed in Commonwealth Pier, Boston. How attached he was to Vrindavan. Prabhupada would preach. The first time he got the devotees to India, it was to the land of Sri Vrindavan, 1972. Prabhupada would sit on the courtyard of Radha Mandir and he would give class. Kartika, 1972. Dear devotee on ISKCON Desire Tree, there is a series of Prabhupada. Kartika, 1972, Nectar of Devotion classes. There are about 13 classes, and believe me, they are classic. Amazing classes of Srila Prabhupada that were given on the courtyard of Radha Mandir. So if you ever get time, especially of Kartik, please make sure to hear. It is direct Prabhupada Vani, Vrindavan, in Radha Damodar, where he lived for 6 years. And Prabhupada is speaking from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Even when Prabhupada was departing this world, Prabhupada was scheduled to go to London and then Gitanagari, and then he was scheduled to come back to Vrindavan. May of 1977, they go to London, and Prabhupada realizes his health is deteriorating. Prabhupada tells Srila Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, let's go back. Let's cancel Gitanagari, let's go back to Vrindavan. And they cancel Gitanagari and they go back to Vrindavan. 1977 till November of 1977, 5 to 6 months, Srila Prabhupada was there in the land of Vrindavan, not moving an inch. In that state also, Prabhupada tells Tamal Krishna Maharaj, I want to do Giriraj Parikrama. He's 81. Prabhupada says, I want to do Giriraj Parikrama. Tamal Krishna Maharaj said, Prabhupada, no. Just like Lalita Sakhi would control Radharani, or still controls Radharani, and has the adhikar to be strong, Tamal Krishna Maharaj was like that. Prabhupada's right hand. Don't do this, do it this way, don't do it that way. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj was so dear that Prabhupada would accept it. Srila Bhakti Maharaj in one podcast was saying Tamal Krishna Maharaj was authoritative and was very strong and was very heavy. So the God brothers had given a name for him. He was called as Hot Tamal. He's always hot. In Seattle, we have a Prabhupada disciple, Hare Maharaj. So this is our Prabhupada. In 1969, Tamal Krishna Maharaj was the temple president. And Hare Maharaj was saying it in one class, Tamal Krishna Maharaj, when he saw Hare Prabhu back then, he gave him a service. Do you know what the service was? First, the service was to get up at 3 in the morning. New devotee, new bhakta. Get up at 3 in the morning and clean the whole temple hall. Mop the whole temple and make it spick and span so that at 4:15 when they come for Mangalarti, it's clean. Tamal Krishna Maharaj gave that service. Morning would clean the temple. And that's how we were brought up by Tamal Krishna Maharaj, hot Tamal. And if you go against him, Gauru Premanand. Tamal Krishna Maharaj was pretty heavy. So when Prabhupada said, Prabhupada expressed this desire that he wants to do Giriraj Parikrama, Tamal Krishna Maharaj said, Prabhupada, your health doesn't permit it. Prabhupada said, no, I want to do it. Tamal Krishna Maharaj said, Prabhupada, we will do it for you on your behalf. But I don't recommend you doing it. Krishna Maharaj and some other disciples, they did Govardhan Parikrama. That Gurudev who taught the world to do Govardhan Parikrama, now the disciples in love, reciprocating to the love of their Gurudev, that they were ready to do Parikrama for him. How wonderful. Why are we talking about all this? We are talking to emphasize the point that attachment to Vrindavan is a symptom of advancement. How? When someone is ill, they touch nadi. They touch and they understand, no, this is right, this is wrong, etc. Indirectly. Nadi and then they understand. So what is the symptom of advancing in bhakti? How do we understand? We are chanting 16, we are hearing, but Prabhu, the question is, how do I understand I'm making advancement? We don't want to be stagnant on the spot. We want to make progress. We want to get Krishna. Right? So our Acharyas explained one symptom of advancement is attachment to the pastime places of the Lord. Preeti sthal, vasati sthale. Please repeat. Preeti sthal, vasati sthale. Attachment to the pastime places or the desire to live in the places where the Lord has performed pastimes. Give me a few pastime places where the Supreme Lord has performed pastimes. Vrindavan 1, Dwaraka, Mathura,
Gokul.
Gokul. Let's go out of UP, Uttar Pradesh. Kurukshetra,
Puri.
Puri, Jagannath wala Puri, no? Time is such Puri means Puri. Puri Amras. Mayapur, yes. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is here, Mayapur. Where does the Lord stand like this? Panduranga, yes. He stands like this, Jagannath. He stands like this, Vitthal. He stands like this, Mahaprabhu. He does PT exercise and he is Bhagavan. Any other pastime place? Ayodhya Prabhu Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Attachment to the pastime place of the Lord. That's a symptom of advancement. We are not just saying Vrindavan at this point, we are opening the gates also. In fact, the Acharyas are making it very clear. Gaudiyas means only Vrindavan. Vrindavan and Mayapur, of course. But we start off with attachment to the places where the Lord has performed pastimes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srinath Chakravarti, one commentator very beautifully says, Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesh Tanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kajit Upasanam Vrajavadhom Varghenaya Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Prema Pumartho Mahan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tatradhara Napara. Srinath Chakravarti, one commentator, in his book called Chaitanya Matamanjusha, he says, Aradhya Bhagavan Brajesh Tanaya Tadhama Vrindavanam. हम किनकी आराधना करते हैं? Whom do we worship? Tadhama Vrindavanam. We worship the son of Nanda Maharaj, that is Krishna, and the land that we worship is Tadhama Vrindavanam. It is the land of Sri Vrindavan. So this is Mahaprabhu's verdict also. Mahaprabhu matamidam tatra dhara napara. He says now Mahaprabhu has said it. Now no one can refute. If I say it, people may refute. You say it, people may refute. Mahaprabhu says it. Case rests, my lord. Like in Indian daily soaps and always in court case, your honor, case rests. There's nothing more to say. Mahaprabhu has said it. Now, no one can say anything. So this point of Sri Vrindavan Dham has been brought up in so many places. And in this land of Sri Vrindavan Dham, one time, Krishna, he got a message through his parrots. It's a very sweet story. Krishna got a message through his parrots. And that message was, Radharani is there in Govardhan. And Radharani is doing something. Krishna, I think you should go. Krishna said, wonderful, let's go. Krishna got the message. Krishna started walking his way towards Giriraj Govardhan. As Krishna reached Govardhan, Krishna saw Srimati Radharani was there and she was stringing pearls. She was stringing pearls one after another. Krishna said, Oh Radhe, can you please give me some pearls? And Srimati Radharani said, what will you do with pearls, Krishna? And Krishna said, I will use it to decorate my cows. Krishna's two favorite cows, Hasini, Harini. Hasini and Harini. Krishna has different cows. There's one cow called as Mridanga Mukhi. This is that cow of Krishna whose face is like a Mridanga. Mridanga Mukhi. So Krishna has named this cow Mridanga Mukhi. And sometimes you see Mridanga players, wherever they get, they start playing. So Krishna sees the face of this cow and starts playing. Mridanga Mukhi. There's another cow very dear to Radharani. Radharani's pet cow called Tungi. Radharani's pet cow, Tungi. Similarly, Radharani's pet monkey. She has a pet old monkey. And this old monkey is such, he doesn't steal. But his job is whenever Radha and Krishna are there together, and if Jatila and Kutila are coming, this old monkey starts crying loud to give an indication that Jatila and Kutila are coming, leave. Radharani's monkey, old monkey. So like that they have pet animals. So Krishna got his cows, Hasini and Harini, and said, "Oh Radhe, if you give me pearls, I will decorate these cows." And Radharani said, "Decorate the cows? How will you decorate the cows?" Krishna said, "I will decorate their horns. I will put it on their horn." Radharani said, "Krishna, these pearls are not so cheap. Not for the horns of cows. I will not give you any pearls." And Krishna said, "No, please give me." He who's Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarva Loka Maheshwaram is doing Bhagavati Diksham Dehi. Give me pearls. Doesn't he have pearls? Of course he has pearls, but he is so loved to the love of Radharani. He says, "De do, kuch de do. Bhik maangte hain, thoda pearls de do." And Radharani says nothing doing. He goes to Lalita Sakhi. Now if Radharani said a no, Lalita will definitely say no. He goes to Lalita Sakhi and says, "Can you please give me some pearls?" Lalita Sakhi says, "Krishna, these pearls are not for you. If you want pearls, you find for yourself. But we will not give you any pearls." Lalita Sakhi is very strong. Rupa Goswami says, one time, Srimati Radharani was in Man. Man is sulking anger. Anger basically. And she was angry towards Krishna. As she was angry towards Krishna, Lalita Sakhi said, "Oh Radhe, when Krishna comes, don't give him attention. Krishna is an attention seeker, don't give him attention." And Lalita Sakhi taught Radharani different frowning techniques. If Krishna comes from here, look there. If he comes from here, look here. If he comes from here, look up. Don't even look at him. Don't give him attention. He wants attention and he will do things for attention. Don't give it to him. Different frowning techniques. Radharani said wonderful. And Lalita taught various frowning techniques. Krishna came. And Krishna looked at Srimati Radharani. And Krishna smiled. As Krishna smiled, Radharani also smiled back. And forgot everything that Lalita taught. Lalita Sakhi says, "Oh Radhe, what happened? I just taught you last so many hours. I taught you everything. One smile of Krishna. And you forgot everything." Radharani says, "What to do? His smile is so captivating. हम क्या करें? हम बिक गए." You see Radharaman, he has a very sweet smile. Just one tooth will be visible. He will be smiling, just one tooth. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. 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 Very beautiful in Vrindavan they sing. So Krishna's smile is very captivating. And Lalita Sakhi says, "Oh Radhe, I taught you so many things and you forgot. Durte Brajendra Tanaye Tanushushtu Vamyam Ma Dakshina Bhavakalankiri Lagavaya Radhe Shrunu Hitam Idi Shikshayantim." Oh Radhe, Shrunu Hitam, please hear this. Idi Shikshayantim, I am telling this for your own good. Don't give him attention. But what happens? One smile of Krishna and Radharani forgets everything and she smiles back. And Radharani's man that she had is broken with just one smile of Krishna. Now we can imagine, if each one smile of Krishna can melt the heart of Srimati Radharani, what will happen when he smiles at us? We can't even imagine. all the so-called sorrow and distress that we will have with one smile of Krishna, everything will go away. Rupa Goswami explains Krishna has a very sweet smile. And as he smiles, Krishna shows his teeth. And Krishna's teeth are such, they are small and white in complexion. One time Mother Yashoda, she told Krishna, Krishna, open your mouth. And Krishna opened. And as Krishna opened his mouth, Mother Yashoda saw. Inside, Krishna showed the universe. And as Krishna showed the universe, Mother Yashoda was not interested in the universe. Mother Yashoda saw, wow, my child has become so big now, he has milk teeth. Now he is having milk teeth, mother's love. Krishna is showing universe inside. Mother is saying milk teeth, 1, 2, 3, 4, milk teeth. Krishna is thinking, what love is this? I am showing the universe and she is enamored by my milk teeth. And as Krishna opened his mouth, there were a few milk teeth dangling here, few milk teeth dangling here, and she was counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, my child has become a big boy. And at that time, Krishna yawned and Krishna closed his eyes. And all the universe that Mother Yashoda had seen inside, she forgot everything. Vatsalya Rasa is so sweet that Krishna, after showing the universe, still Mother Yashoda is not interested in that. She is interested in the milk teeth. What to speak of mother's love? So when Krishna smiles, Srimati Radharani forgets her man. Rupa Goswami says, in fact, he says Krishna is so sweet. He smiles, and as he smiles, Krishna has a nose ring. In this world, people wear nose ring. If you are from India, then Matajis wear. But in America, everyone wears. It's difficult to distinguish. And now of late, we are in a generation where so many genders are there. When I was small, I knew only 2 genders, like male and female. Now, if you say, I know, in one of the days, I was filling an application somewhere, and there was a drop-down menu for gender. And I clicked. It showed me a big list. I thought, have they made a mistake? It's a big list. And it was male, female, non-binary, gender queer, and so many others. Liquid. There was some gender called liquid. Believe me, I had to Google to see whether such things even exist. And everything had a definition. Don't ask me what it means. I couldn't understand the definition. But there were 10 genders. So we are living in a very different day and age now. Krishna wears a nose ring. But that nose ring is not here. It's not here. It's here. Sunasikagra moktikam swachanda danta panktikam navambudanga chikkanam namami nanda nandanam karena venu ranjitam gati karindra ganjitam dukurapita shobhanam namami nanda nandanam. Rupa Goswami says all glory to that Krishna. He has a nose ring, swachanda danta. His danta is first class. No dentist required. Oftentimes in America, we all would agree, dentists are so expensive, it's cheaper to take a flight and go to India and do the dentist and come back. Right? Anybody has an experience dentist?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Agree?
Agree.
Cheaper to go to India. Some are very expensive in this country. But Krishna, no dentist, no nothing, no root canal, nothing. Perfectly. Navam Udanga Chikkanam, his complexion is black. Namami Nanda Nandanam. So now Krishna smiles and Radharani forgets everything. Now back to our discussion. Lalita Devi, who is so strong, she tells Krishna, Krishna, we will not give you any bulls. Khud ka dekh lo. You see for yourself. Krishna goes back to Mother Yashoda and says, Maya, can you give me some pearls? And Mother Yashoda says, Krishna, why do you want pearls? Krishna says, I will sow the pearls in the ground and I will water them and there will be a pearl plant. Mother Yashoda laughs like this. She says, Krishna, नादान है बच्चा. बच्चे को क्या पता पैसा ऐसा नहीं कमाया जाता. छोटा बच्चा, he doesn't know Krishna. He doesn't work this way, Krishna. He says, no, really. Just give me one chance. I can prove it to you. The Lord is such, He can do anything. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when his associates were hungry, he took a mango seed and put the mango seed to the ground and within seconds there was a mango tree. Imagine if we have that siddhi, then whatever we want we'll get in one go. So amazing, right? If you want something just by thinking. Manasik meditation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if he can do it, Krishna can definitely do it. He told Mother Yashoda, Maya, please give me some pearls, I want to sow it to the ground and after I sow it, I will water it and there will be a pearl plant. Mother Yashoda said, Krishna, it doesn't happen that way. Krishna said, please, once, just trust me. Mother Yashoda said, okay, if I don't give it to this guy, you will keep cribbing. Sometimes when the child is too much, you just give it and ठीक है, अब बच्चा शांत रहेगा. Mother Yashoda gives a few pearls. And Krishna, like a good boy, he sows it to the ground. And Krishna says, I will not water them. I will milk them. I will pour milk on them. I will milk Hasini and Harini and I will pour milk. And then there will be a pearl plant. Mother Yashoda is laughing. Kar le bachcha, jo karna hai kar le. And Krishna starts doing it. He milks. Now Krishna is a very interesting person. He didn't get pearls there, so he has that thing in his heart now. I want to prove I am better. Now he doesn't know whom he is competing with. Whatever Krishna does, Radharani can do it better. Krishna made Shankund, she made Radhakund. He plays flute, she plays 10 million times better. She is called Vamshi Chodini Shri Radha. She who stole the flute of Krishna. So Krishna is up with a tough competitor. Every other place he wins, with Radharani it's going to be a challenge. Krishna says, I am up for it, let's do it. And he milks the cow, and that milk he starts pouring on the pearls of the ground, and he's hoping. Few days pass, nothing happens. And Mother Yashoda is thinking, Krishna, it doesn't happen this way. If there was a pearl plant like this, the whole world will be doing it. Imagine if you have little gold, and you put it to the ground, and you milk it, and put milk on it, and there is a gold tree. No more job. Work from home. Work from home. You don't have to do anything. You just put in. Lo and behold, you have a gold tree and all your life you live like that. That's not practical. Right? Krishna said, no, trust me, it will happen. Few days went by, a week went by. And after a week, there was a first sprout. Mother Yashoda started looking. Interesting, huh? The sprout started growing. There were buds. And in no time there was a plant. And it was a pearl plant. And every leaf of that was filled with pearls. Mother Yashoda saw this and said, how did you do it? Krishna said, it's very easy. Just get pearls, put it to the ground, put milk and it's done. Mother Yashoda was thinking, no. Dunya jada maine dekha hai. I know the world better. Krishna doesn't work this way. Krishna said, no. You have to get your basics right. It happens, it works. Please don't try it. Krishna is Krishna for a reason. It will not work in our house. Probably the pearl will never come back. Once you put it to the house, it will never come back. There was a pearl plant. And this news reached Radharani and Govardhan. And they came. And they looked. And they said, Krishna, interesting, what did you do? And Krishna said, I did this. And Radharani said, Krishna, can you give me one pearl? Krishna said, no. Karma. They will not give. Krishna said, I will not give. And Radharani said, okay, if that's a challenge, let's do it. Srimati Radharani went back. Srimati Radharani went back to Govardhan. And as she went back to Govardhan, she put pearls in the ground. Dear devotees, as she went back to Govardhan, Srimati Radharani sowed pearls to the ground in order to repeat the same feat that Krishna did. And she put pearls to the ground and said, I will also do the same thing, but I will better Krishna. He put milk, I will put butter. And the gopis were thinking, okay, we don't know how it's going to work, but let's see. If it works, great. And they nourished that pearl with butter. And interestingly, after a few weeks, what happened? He started sprouting. And then? And there was a plant. And then in that plant there was? No. It sprouted, yes. It became a plant, yes. Was there pearls? No. There was nothing in that plant. Krishna said, अब आया ऊंट पहाड़ के नीचे. Now you understood why I am Krishna? And Radharani said, what just went wrong? I did the same thing. I put butter and it worked for him. Why it's not working for me? There was nothing. And Raghunath Das Goswami gives this story. And he ends the story here. Now Gaur Govinda Maharaj, he says, wait a minute, I have a question. Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj would say, Raghunath Das Goswami in the spiritual world is the servant of Radharani as Rati Manjari or Tulasi Manjari. Why will the servant of Radharani give a pastime where Radharani is lost to Krishna? She should give a pastime, which is Raghunath Das Goswami, as he should give a pastime where Radharani is victorious over Krishna. Here Radharani is lost. Why is he giving such a pastime? Which means there is something more to this pastime. So, Gaur Govinda Maharaj and his team, they did a research. And as they did a research, they found actually there's something more to this pastime. Srimati Radharani, she nourished with butter. And there was a plant. But in that plant there were no pearls. But there were berries that were found in those plants. Berries that were red in the outside and black inside. Small berries. And these berries are called gunja berries. What are they called? Gunja berries. And the whole plant was filled with gunja berries. There were no pearls, but they were filled with gunja berries. Raghunath Das Goswami, he says, even though there were no pearls, these gunja berries were so attractive that it drew the attention of Krishna, who ran from Nandagaon and came all the way to Govardhan just to see what had happened here. And because this was nourished personally by the hands of Radharani, with the love of Radharani, the gunja berries practically appear from the heart of Radharani. And this is why gunja berries are dear to Radharani. Whenever we talk about gunja berries, we connect that to Radharani because this is the pastime. It was Srimati Radharani who gave birth to gunja berries. And Krishna loved the gunja berries so much. He was flaunting in Vrindavan with the pearl necklace that he got. But when he saw the gunja berries, he removed it. And he took the gunja berries and put it over his neck. That is pearls. But this is nourished by the love of Sri Radha. This is Radharani's praying, and Krishna put it over his neck. This is why you find whenever there are shaligrams, gunja malas are offered. I somehow forgot to get it today. I have it in my home. Maybe I'll try to get it tomorrow. Shaligrams, Krishna, they're offered with gunja mala, and we still find them. They are red in the outside and black inside. And because they appear from the heart of Radharani, they are dear to Krishna, while at the same time it represents Srimati Radharani. Raghunath Das Goswami gives this pastime in a book called as Mukta Charita. What is the name?
Mukta Charita.
Mukta Charita. It is nothing but the pearl pastime. Full book is based on that. What we discussed is a very miniature condensed form of the pastime. Imagine if the full book is there, It's amazing. And it has all the conversation of Lalita, Sakhi and Krishna also, spanning multiple chapters. Very sweet. In Mahaprabhu's pastimes, we find there is a reference of this Gunja berries. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, who has written this book. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami was there with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 16 years as the personal servant. Rupa Goswami was there with Mahaprabhu only for 10 months. Sanatana Goswami again, just a few months. So sometimes we see there is a point that is made that, well, I don't have association of my Guru there, he is always traveling. He's always traveling, I don't get any association, I don't get personal time with my Shri Guru. How about Rupa Goswami? He is Rupa Goswami. He got only few months. Sanatana Goswami got only few months. Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami got few months. But Raghunath Das Goswami is the only person who had 16 years of association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. 16 years of personal association. All day, every day. Now when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left this world, this was too much for Raghunath Das Goswami. Because the person with whom you have grown up and you are brought up by, he has left this world. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left this world. Swarup Damodar Goswami left this world. Gadadhar Pandit left this world. Raghunath Das Goswami was thinking, all of the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everyone is leaving one after another, where should I go? And Raghunath Das Goswami decided to give up his life. And I don't want to live. These personalities with whom I am brought up, if they are not there, where should I go? Let me just give up my life. And he walked all the way to Vrindavan from Jagannath Puri with this desire that I want to give up my life. Shunyayate Mahagoshram Girindro Ajgarayate Vyagra Tundayate Kundam Jivatu Rahitasya me. Raghunath Das Goswami says, when I come to Vrindavan, everything seems pointless. Why? Because he says Vrindavan is void, there is nothing I find in Vrindavan. Girindro Ajgarayate, there is Giri, Govardhan hill. It's like an Ajgar, it's like a python. Vyagratundayate Kunda, when I look at Radha Kunda, I see it as the open mouth of a tiger ready to devour me. Jivatu Rahitasya me. Now that I am bereft of everyone, I think I should climb on top of Govardhan hill and give up my life. As Raghunath Das Goswami was contemplating this way, he met Rupa and Sanatana. And this was the turning point in the life of Das Goswami. He met Rupa and Sanatana and he told Rupa and Sanatana the plan. Rupa Goswami says, I think it's a bad plan. You should change your plan. He says, no, look, I don't have anything. I think I should give up my life. Rupa Goswami says, no, you have something. Mahaprabhu, did Mahaprabhu give you something? Raghunath Das Goswami said, yeah, he gave me something. Rupa Goswami says, what? And Kaviraj Goswami very beautifully says that. Please kindly repeat. Raghunatha se Shila Mala jabe poela Gosaira abhipraya E bhavana korila Shila diya Gosai sama Arpila govardhane Gunjamala diya dila Radhika charane. Kaviraj Goswami says, when Rupa and Sanatana were talking to Raghunath Das Goswami, they asked Raghunath Das Goswami, did you get something? And Raghunath Das Goswami, here he says, when Raghunath Das Goswami received from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the stone and the garland of conch shells, it is Kunjamala, he could understand the Lord's intention. Thus he thought as follows: by offering me the Govardhan Shila, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has offered me a place near Govardhan Hill. And by offering me the garland of conch shells, which is Gunjamala, he has offered me the shelter, the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. Rupa Goswami, he said, did you get something? He said, yes, I got Govardhan and Gunjamala. He said, Mahaprabhu is giving you an indication. The Govardhan means he wants you to live in Govardhan. And the Gunjamala represents Radharani. So here it just says it represents Radharani. But how does it represent Radharani? Raghunath Das Goswami explains in Mukta Charita, which we just discussed. Rupa Goswami says, Govardhan represents Govardhan and Gunjamala represents Radharani. What is that place in Govardhan that represents Radharani? Shri Radha Kunda ki Jai. The Jai is not loud enough. Shri Radha Kunda ki Jai. Rupa Goswami says that is the place. It's Govardhan, foothill of Govardhan, and it represents Radharani. You should go to Radhakund. Raghunath Das Goswami said, okay, but what will I do in Radhakund? There is no one, what should I do? Rupa Goswami said, you have met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He said, yes. You have been with Mahaprabhu? He said, yes. You have been there for 16 years? He said, yes. Can you speak about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He said, this I can. Raghunath Das Goswami doesn't need notes like us. He has personally served Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was the personal servant. He was the personal servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He doesn't require notes to give a class. Rupa Goswami said, every day in the evening, speak about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Whatever you have witnessed. Raghunath Das Goswami said, yes, this I can. This very much I can. And every day in the evening, follow the instructions of Rupa Goswami. After getting Govardhan and Gunjamala, which represents Radharani, Das Goswami sat on the banks of Radhakund, and in the evening, every day, 3 hours, he would speak over Leela. And in the audience was Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami. The class that was going on like this, the speaker was Das Goswami, the audience was Kaviraj Goswami sitting behind. And everything that Das Goswami would speak, Kaviraj Goswami was making notes. That notes are nothing but a Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Charitamrita are the handwritten notes of Kaviraj Goswami from the live classes of Raghunath Das Goswami that were given 500 years back on the banks of Radhakund. Now when we pick up Chaitanya Charitamrita, and if we start seeing it, oh, these are the personal notes of Kaviraj Goswami, now our appreciation for the book will increase. If we see it as BBT printing, then we will just remain in that thing. But if we go ahead and think that, oh, these are handwritten notes of Kaviraj Goswami. Imagine like the way we are giving class, someone is making notes. And these notes 500 years down the line are compiled to form a book. That is Chaitanya Charitamrita. Kaviraj Goswami, when these classes were going on, Kaviraj Goswami was very old. How old? Ami vriddha jaratura likhite karna paya kara mane kechu smarana na hoy na dekhiya na yane na shuniya shravane tabu lekhe ei bada vesmay. Kaviraj Goswami himself, he writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ami vriddha jaratura. He says, I am old. How old? When Chaitanya Charitamrita was written by Kaviraj Goswami, how old was he? He was about 85 years old. Which author of the present day will write a book at 85? That's the time for retirement. That's the time, not even for retirement. 85 is the age for like Krishna Rama Govinda. It's time to pack up our bags. He starts writing a book, he becomes an author for the first time. Likewise, Chaitanya Bhagavat by Vrindavan Das Thakur was written by Vrindavan Das Thakur when he was in his late 20s. So about 27, 28 years old, that's when he wrote Chaitanya Bhagavat. So look how beautifully it's explained what an Acharya can do when he's in the fag end of his life and what he can do when he's in the early stages of his life. So age is no barrier. Ami vriddha jaratura likhite karnapaya kar. And when Kaviraj Goswami was writing, his hand was shaking. He's saying, I'm not able to hold the pen, it's shaking. Mane kichu smarana na hoy. He's saying, Baba, I'm not able to remember anything. Kya likhu main? I am old, my hand is trembling, I am not able to remember anything. Na dekhe ya nayane. I am not able to see anything. You know how bad the situation was for Kaviraj Goswami? He was old, he was hunched back almost, and his eyesight was so bad he had to use his eyes to open his eyelid. That's how bad the situation was. He had lost the power to open his eyelids. And he attempted to write a book about Mahaprabhu for you and I. What did we do? Nothing. We didn't even know him. Na dekhiya nayane. He's saying, I am not able to see. Na shuniya shrabane. I am not able to hear anything. I am not able to see. My hand is shaking. I am hunched back. I am old. Tabu likhi ei bada vismay. Saying, still Mahaprabhu is empowering me to write. Ei bada vismay. This is astonishing. Now, I don't have any material attribute. फिर भी भगवान आशीर्वाद दे रहे कि मैं लिखूं. क्या कहूं मैं? What should I say? This Chaitanya Charitamrita is very sweet. See how sweet the verses are also there. It can be sung very nicely. And then this is a melody. You have different melodies, of course, but this is a melody which is nothing but the Vrindavana Ramyasthana melody. Sing. Vrindavana Ramyasthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Vratana Mandira Manohar Avrita Kalindri Rajahamsa Keliko Hai Tahe Shobhe Kanaka Kamana. Same melody. Prema Rasa Nirayas Korite Aswadan Rag Marg Bhakti Loke Korite Pracharan Rasika Shekhara Krishna Parama Karuna Edui Hetu Huite Ichhara Uttama. Every verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita can be chanted in Vrindavana Ramyasthana melody. FYI. If you want another melody, there are so many melodies. Like, see, Gauranga Prabhu has this different melody. Prema rasa niriyas korite aswadan rag marg bhakti loke korite pracharan. That's another melody. That's like trademark Gauranga Prabhu. So this is another melody, Vrindavana Ramyasthana. Whichever we like, we can just pick. So even the Chaitanya Charitamrita has a history to Raghunath Das Goswami, who has a history to Kunja berries, which is connected to Radharani, which happened in the land of Shri Giriraj Govardhan. Having said this, I very humbly want to stop here. Thank you so much, dear devotees, for being there. Past 5 classes to hear and chant about Srimati Radharani. And this was our concluding class that we spoke about the garland or the mala that Radharani made with her loving hands for Shama Sundar Shri Krishna. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Gaura Premanande. Hare Bol.
Hare Bol. Hare Bol.
I won't ask you to take